Elizabeth Warren. Even Canada can see that right-to-work laws in the U.S. undercut American workers. NAFTA renegotiations need to add a repeal to the provision that allows states to enact them at the expense of workers' wages, health care and pensions, she writes. The decline in unionization over the last 30 years has hollowed out America's middle class. For the more than 40 million non-union people in America's private workforce, the lost wages add up to about $109 billion every year. Unemployment has declined, and corporate profits have gone up, but workers don't have the kind of bargaining power that unions once created. Instead of strengthening the rights of working people, the Trump administration has pushed in the opposite direction. Since taking office, President Trump has signed several laws that directly undermine the wages, benefits, health and safety of American workers. The President and the Republican Congress have rolled back rules designed to make sure federal contractors don't cheat their workers out of hard-earned wages. They've delayed safety standards that keep workers from being exposed to lethal carcinogenic materials. They've given shady financial advisors a few extra months to cheat hard-working Americans out of billions in retirement savings. The list goes on. The assault on America's workers didn't start with President Trump. For decades, armies of lawyers and lobbyists who represent a handful of giant corporations have pressed our federal and state governments to pursue policies that maximize corporate profits at the expense of the health, safety, and financial security of their workers. Over time, those laws have taken their toll. And now, instead of looking to America for the example of workers who enjoy the best pay, best benefits, and best working conditions in the world, our trading partners are complaining about working conditions in America that are falling below their own standards. A nation that cares about its workers shouldn't need foreign negotiators to sound the alarm. It's a national embarrassment, and it should spur us to action. That's why earlier last week I introduced a bill repealing the provision in the National Labor Relations Act that allows states to implement right-to-work laws. Giant companies that have become accustomed to squeezing every last dime of profit out of their workers in right-to-work states will fight any effort to improve workers' rights. But let's be clear, we don't allow these corporations to exploit their workers when we negotiate trade deals with countries like Colombia or Panama. As we renegotiate NAFTA, we shouldn't allow them to exploit workers in Canada and Mexico either. And above all, we must not let them exploit our own workers here at home.